When I was growing up, I loved a big bowl of mashed potatoes or pasta, but my favorite was a bowl of buttered rice. So good. Now these days, I see another grain at the market, and that is farro. Farro is an ancient form of wheat with mild wheat flavor and a tender texture. That all sounds great, but I'm here with Becky to find out just how on earth farro can ever compete with rice.
Oh, it can totally compete with rice. It'll actually win.
Yeah, you think so? All right, gauntlet thrown, right?
That's right. Nutritionally, farro has a lot going for it. It has about the same amount of calories as brown or white rice, but it has twice as much fiber as brown rice, and it's also got twice as much protein as either brown or white rice.
Okay.
So let's start to cook the farro. I have 1.5 cups of rinsed whole grain farro here. And when you're shopping for farro at the supermarket, you want to take a look at the back of the bag and make sure that it just says farro. You don't want the quick cooking stuff.
Okay.
You also don't want to follow the instructions on the back of the bag. And we didn't like the way the farro turned out, so we came up with a better method.
That sounds great.
I have 2 quarts of boiling water here. I'm adding a tablespoon of salt and the 1.5 cups of farro. And we'll let this come back up to a boil, and then we'll turn it down to a simmer. We'll let it cook for 15 to 20 minutes until the farro's nice and tender with just a little bit of chew.
That sounds great. And you're not looking for the farro to absorb all this water. This is more the pasta cooking method, right?
That's right, where we can drain off all the water at the end. It's much more foolproof. You can't really mess it up. So it's been about 20 minutes. Our farro is nice and tender with just a little bit of chew left. So if you do me a favor and strain that off.
Sure, happy to.
Thank you. So there's our perfectly cooked farro. We could just add a little butter or olive oil, some salt and pepper, make it a nice side dish. You could add it to a soup, but we're gonna turn it into a salad. I've got asparagus, some sugar snap peas, and cherry tomatoes. I have 6 ounces of each. The usual way to prep asparagus is to take it like this and let it snap, right? Wherever it naturally breaks.
The weak spot, right?
Yeah, right there. We recently found out that you don't need to do that. You can actually save a little bit of the asparagus by cutting it off at about the 1-inch mark. So I'm just gonna get my ruler out here. So you end up cutting off a little bit less.
That's great.
That means you get a little bit less waste. So we'll just cut these into 1-inch pieces. I've got some water boiling on the stove here. I'm adding a tablespoon of salt. In goes the asparagus, that's 6 ounces. 6 ounces of our sugar snaps. And we'll let these go for just 2 or 3 minutes. We just wanna maintain their color and their crispness. So I'm going to make a nice lemony vinaigrette that'll really contrast nicely with the earthy farro and the vegetables. Well, I already have 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of minced shallot, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper.
Easy.
We're doing it in the time it takes to blanch those veggies, right? Give that a whisk, and that is done. So it's been about 2 minutes. I'm gonna take the veggies out. And I'm erring on the side of underdone here. They're gonna continue to cook a little bit as I take them out of the pot. So I'll just spread these out so they can cool down. We'll let them cool for about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and assemble our salad. So it's been 15 minutes. Everything is nice and cooled down, including me.
You're always hot.
So let's put this salad together. Here's those veggies that we blanched.
Still beautifully green.
Yep, and I can feel them. They're nice and crisp. Okay, now I have 6 ounces of cherry tomatoes. This is a 1/2 cup of feta. I'm gonna add half of it to the salad, and I'll save a 1/4 cup of it to garnish.
Okay.
And now I have 3 tablespoons of fresh dill. So good, it really brightens up the whole salad. And our vinaigrette that we made earlier.
Oh, that smells good already.
I know.
Got that dill hint.
So I'll just toss that together. That is one good looking salad
It's
already.
Gorgeous. I can't wait.
All right, can I serve you?
Please. That is beautiful.
Don't forget a little bit of feta on top.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you. I just want to tuck into just the farro here, just to compare it to rice.
I know it's gonna win.
What's great about it, it has that almost a toasty flavor to it, like toasted
a little bit
wheat.
earthy, yeah.
Absolutely. Nice chew, too.
I love the bright lemony vinaigrette. It's a really nice contrast with that earthy farro. And the veggies are cooked just right. They still have a nice little bit of crispness.
This is superb. Excellent. Thanks so much, Becky.
You're welcome.
Move over rice. I love the fluffy texture and weedy flavor of farro, and it's perfect to use in a farro salad with asparagus, sugar snap peas, and cherry tomatoes. Start by boiling whole grain farro with water for foolproof, fluffy separate grains. Drain the farro, then blanch asparagus and snap peas to ensure that they stay crisp tender. Make an easy lemon vinaigrette, then assemble the salad with tomatoes, dill, and feta. And there you have it, from our test kitchen to your kitchen, an incredible farro salad with asparagus, sugar snap peas, and tomatoes.
Thanks for watching America's Test Kitchen. What'd you think?
Well, leave a comment and let us know which recipes you're excited to make, or you can just say hello.
You can find links to today's recipes and reviews in the video description.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
See you later.
I'll see you later.